Hello, everybody, and welcome to the RBTV Game of the Week. I'm Sam Egan alongside Jake O'Brien, and we have what should be a fun football game here tonight between the Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs and the Chicago Christian Knights. First off, Jake, happy senior night to you.
Yeah, to you as well, man.
All right, so let's get into this game a little bit. Got two teams that they're 1-1, both first-year head coaches, and a lot has changed for both teams since they last met last year when RB won 42-7.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm just gonna go to the RB Morton game. That was a high-scoring affair for both teams, and I think RB's offense is gonna roll today. And the defense has played very well throughout the year, but I'm curious to see how they play against a different type of Chicago Christian offense. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, going back, RB's defense this year, they've done a good job of stopping the pass, but they've really struggled with stopping the run.
Yeah,
and it doesn't help when they've been missing two linebackers in Jack Rivetti and Ryan Novak last week.
It's big, and they create a lot of turnovers as well. But unfortunately, both of us weren't able to go to the last RB game. But I heard there was a lot of offensive mistakes. That it was a 35. They allowed 35 points, but it was a lot of short field for Wakanda's offense. So.
I mean, RB forced 3 turnovers in that game, but they also allowed 2.
Yeah.
So it's hard to,
It's hard to judge from there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, they've, like I said, they had two. They're missing 2 of their linebackers, and yes, they've allowed like 250 rushing yards a game, but it's when you're missing your 2 best linebackers, those are your best tacklers.
Oh, yeah,
Those are the guys you want making your hits, and when those guys aren't out there making plays, guys, especially against a Wakanda team who they went 9-0 last year. They were a first seed in a division that had East St. Louis and Cary Grove, 2 teams that were very good, ranked top 10 in the state of Illinois last year.
Yeah, no, it was. Wakanda was a tough team last year, and I'm honestly, I think the players weren't obviously they weren't satisfied with going all the way to Wakanda and losing, but they really didn't play that bad.
No,
so
they didn't play terrible football game.
Yeah, I think they transfer this from that loss into this one, and I think they're gonna dominate.
And first home game, a lot of these guys are feeding off the energy of senior night as well.
And then next week's homecoming, so a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, this Bulldogs team.
Riverside Brookfield, so.
And they have 2 winnable games. This game's very winnable for them as well as their next game. And, I mean, this team has a lot of high ambitions. They want to make a run at state. And, I mean, they have some talent. That offensive line, it's huge. They have 2 big names in the 2024 class in Manny Garcia-Rivera and Jackson Ramos.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are both top 20 linemen, and they pull a lot. They're pull blockers, and they help out the run game tremendously.
Yeah, they make the running game immensely better.
Yeah, and it's also a lot. It's easy to run the ball when you have a guy like Ryan Novak in the backfield.
Oh, yeah. Ryan is such a patient runner, and he's big and he's hard to bring down. And he really proved that against Morton, running for 138 yards and 3 touchdowns.
And he's a dual threat. I mean, he could catch the ball. He can run it. I mean, when you have a guy like that in the backfield, it helps out a lot.
Yeah, he's a threat everywhere. And another big threat is Diego Gutierrez, who, I mean, he can run it. He can throw it. He's not afraid to throw it downfield.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's, a little irresponsible with his reads. Sometimes he'll miss a guy, overthrow a guy. But for the most part, he's pretty solid, and he's also very dangerous with his legs.
Yeah. I mean, and we saw that a little bit last year, even though he didn't play as much as he may have hoped. But, I mean, when he was in the game, I'd see him run the ball frequently, for sure.
Yeah, he was out there running the ball, and he likes making that connection to Iggy Bieler-Braddock. He made it a lot more last week, feeling a lot more comfortable. A lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
Week 1, they really didn't throw the ball much. They just let their running game and Ryan Novak take over. But because last week, no Ryan Novak in the running game, as well as probably this week.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see if they open up the passing game.
This game. So.
Yeah, Ryan Novak will be playing this game. However, he will not be in the backfield more than likely. That is what I was told from Ryan himself earlier today. So kickoff is set, and it is returned by number 23. There he goes at the 25, still on his feet. There he goes. Drew Switek, look at him running down the sideline. Steps out of bounds at the 50-yard line. It's not what we're expecting out of Drew Switek. He's a corner.
Yeah, it was a short kick, and I bet Drew wasn't even expecting himself to get the ball and went left, and then there you go. He's got tremendous speed, especially sideline to sideline. He plays linebacker as well sometimes. But I mean, he showed right there that he's got some wheels.
He does have some wheels. However, it looks like it will be coming back. There's a penalty marker on the field.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be on RB.
And I'd like to point out, look at our new little score bug up here. Looking real nice.
It does.
As here comes that Bulldog offense we were talking about. Very high powered. They've scored 21 plus in the last 2 games, and they're ready to just break it loose. Diego Gutierrez ready to lead that charge.
Chicago Christians looks late to get to their positions, and going a lot of wide receivers set on this first play.
Yeah, expect them to bring pressure. They love doing that. As screen throw is out to Muhammad Salem. Gets a nice little gain of about 8 there, and that's a nice start.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised that they threw the ball on first down, but I agree with giving one of your playmakers the ball and let him go.
Yeah,
but I mean, you'll take any sort of gain on first down.
Yeah,
so.
Salem, he's a massive playmaker. He took one to the house at Morton that was called back, but he really shows off his wheels. He is insanely fast, and moves a lot in like the jet sweep, like right there.
Yeah.
Loses a couple yards there, so it'll be 3rd and 5, but that's kind of what Muhammad Salem does. He's not a big guy, but he's got a lot of speed. Will run jet sweeps, get you on screens, and just try and make defenders miss and get in the open field.
Yeah, that was well read by the linebacker Stursma and Chicago Christian. So now that leaves a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 here for RB.
Yeah, it's time to see if Diego is willing to test out that arm. Maybe see if Iggy Beeler-Braddock or can maybe find Luke Humskis, who's been a great option at that tight end position.
They're going to change up the play here, a little audible.
Valencia switches sides. Let's see. Looks like they're probably going to be bringing pressure. Salem again gets another look. Trying to get an open field. What he does best. Gain of 11. First down, Bulldogs.
Yeah, there was a couple of great blocks there by the wide receivers. And Salem's got a heavy load here to start it off. First 3 plays go to him.
That's never fun.
Oh,
another holding penalty. You know, penalties have not been an issue with the Bulldogs this year. They have not committed too many this year, and the ones they've committed have not been too bad situationally.
Besides
they had a couple
kickoff,
against Morton that were bad penalties, but other than that, they played that game really well, other than the kick return getting called back. But another penalty there. That's their second holding call, and they would have started at the 50-yard line. Now they're back at the 30, 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
So now it's pretty much forces Diego to look downfield. Some pressure coming from the left side. Gets it out. Little screen pass to David Valencia, trying to make people miss. Gain of 9, just short. Do you go for it here early in the game?
I don't know, but I mean, that was a fantastic play by Ethan Von Werken. I mean, a shoestring, and that I think he could have got like at least 10, 15 more yards on that. Valencia looked like he was flying, but barely got him there to stop him short. I say you got to give the ball to your running back.
Does it feel like football's back? 4th and 1. Offense stays on the field. Crowd is ready.
Also, I wouldn't be surprised if Diego tries to catch him off sides to get it easy first.
Yeah, or I wouldn't be surprised to see him keep it. Valencia gets the handoff. Burst of speed.
Very solid hold there set by the O-line. I saw Jax Ramos running downfield. So
yeah, big man's got some surprising wheels. And
yeah.
Here's that look on that screen pass to Valencia.
Great block by 84 there.
Yeah, that's Adam Uriostegui. He's a wide receiver, but he's not afraid to lay out the body. For his ACL a couple years ago, we did see it happen, and I've been rooting for him ever since his recovery, and it's great to see him out there making big plays, making an impact.
There, Luke Humskis with the carry.
Fullback tight end combo. He's also amazing on the defensive end of the football. Yeah. Junior, he was one of the few sophomores on varsity last year, but he's made a huge impact, and he is a big force out there. And he's an intimidating figure.
But like the nicest guy you'll meet.
He is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. But when you walk up to him, he's intimidating. He's literally a mini Gronk. If you want to describe Luke Humskis, he's a young version of Rob Gronkowski. As Diego keeps it, breaks a tackle. May have gotten the first down there, and it looks like he does. What a run from Diego Gutierrez. Not afraid to lay out the body.
A beautifully designed play there from Vojak to, I mean, that was a great setup play to use Diego's legs, and which I want to see a lot of this year.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that. Diego really utilizing his legs because he is a talented runner, and that is an aspect that the Bulldogs offense didn't really have last year with TJ Sloan.
Yeah. And this turns out to be a solid drive so far, even though the first couple of plays had a couple penalties, but.
Child Christian only bringing forward. Diego trying to make some magic of his own. Still on his feet. There he goes. Down at the, looks like the 32-yard line. Looks like he got enough for the first down. What a rush,
Yeah,
Diego Gutierrez.
That was great improv there by Diego Gutierrez. I mean, he was, I'm right when he tucked the ball, I knew he was going to run it, as you can see here coming up. What do you think the Bulldogs go with here? I say they just run the ball.
Yeah, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The running game has been working really well so far, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a little shot to Ignaz Braddock here.
Same type of play to Salem. Almost makes one man miss.
Yeah, Chicago Christian's all over that. They've seen this story before.
Yeah. I mean, if you do the first couple of plays, I think it's easy to adjust to it.
Yeah, but here's Diego's rollout. Just making defenders miss. Some great blocks there from his entire offensive line, opening up the hole. The entire left side of the field was open, and he extended for the first down.
Yeah, that was very, very well read by Diego Gutierrez.
A little high snap, but gets it off anyway. Valencia has it, breaks a tackle, brought down at the 20-yard line. Another Bulldog first down. Keep it rolling.
The junior Valencia keeps those legs churning and ends up moving the chains. Keep giving him the ball. Let him eat.
Nice little drive so far. 5 minutes and 3 seconds taken off the clock so far. And the Bulldogs are now in the red zone. They are threatening.
I would be surprised to see a pass play here. Or play action would be smart too.
Another handoff to Valencia. Fighting for yards. Gets a gain of 5. Just keep it pushing.
I mean, that's still a solid gain on first down. But, I mean, like I said, I was surprised to see if Valencia didn't get the ball there. And yeah, I mean, he got 5 yards out of that. And that looked like it.
Yeah, it looked like there was dead in the water.
Yeah.
Valencia just fighting for yards.
Yeah, the big boys up front are doing a great job so far with making some
that line
very good running lanes for these running backs.
It's a two juniors that are very talented and 3 seniors that are very experienced and even more talented. Gutierrez on the run. He's going to take off again, trying to do his own magic, trying to look like Josh Allen, trying to go for the stiff arm. Cannot get it, but gets the first down anyways, so it'll be first down and goal for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was a smart play by Gutierrez to just tuck it and take the first easily. Try not to he didn't force anything. That was a very smart play.
Yeah, he was looking for Uristegi or Kumskis there, but he couldn't find either of them, couldn't get too much separation, so he said he'll take the easy first down, and now it's first and goal.
A little shotgun look here for RB, having Kumskis and Valencia in the backfield.
Yeah,
I like it.
fullback, maybe looking for Kumskis to make a block here. Takes the handoff. That run is dead in the water.
Yeah, not much space there for Kumskis to work with, but I respect the play call because the last time he got the ball, he got 4 or 5 yards. So
yeah, he's a big guy. He's tough to bring down.
Yeah.
But the Chicago Christian team, they've been they usually like I said, they like to bring pressure, and especially down near the goal line.
Yeah.
Bringing more pressure. Might be time to open up the passing game.
It's been a long and so far successful opening drive for RB. And let's see if they can end it with everyone's favorite touchdown.
And the pass to Salem makes a defender miss, breaks his ankles down at the 6-yard line.
The Salem same play. I mean,
oh no, Jeremiah Oliver.
I mean, he didn't gain much after that, but that's embarrassing. He got put in the
that is being posted on his huddle tape. Here's a replay. Nice throw from Gutierrez there. Makes the defender miss. Jeremiah Oliver was getting blocked and just was not ready to make that tackle
No,
there.
not at all.
Gutierrez, handoff to Valencia. He's going to try and score. Burst of speed, beautiful blocks, touchdown Bulldogs, and we take the lead here on senior night.
Great first drive for RB there. I mean, you can't get much better than that. They had a 4th down on the first couple of plays, end up getting it, and then driving down the field like no tomorrow. And
Some
and it
good
was 6.
old-fashioned football,
Yeah.
running the ball down their throats, and the Bulldogs will take a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, RB didn't even throw the ball more than 5 yards there. The only pass plays were to Salem. That was like a designed like screenplay for him. So
And here's Iggy Braddock out for the extra point. It's up. It's automatic for Iggy. He's been doing this since his freshman year. It is his senior night, and he's happy belated birthday, celebrating a birthday 2 years ago.
yeah, no, he
Or 2 days ago, excuse me, not 2 years ago.
Yeah,
That's rough.
that would be
That'd
that'd be something.
that'd definitely be something.
That'd be like a leap year.
Like
day.
that's what I'm saying. Little leap year.
But yeah, that was, you can't get much better than that on the first drive. I mean, Valencia just stretching in. That was, he barely got touched in that touchdown there.
Yeah, that's kudos to the men
Up
in the
front.
trenches just making those blocks.
Yeah. Which they don't get enough credit, and
Yeah, they don't.
don't worry, boys. We got you up here in the booth.
Yeah, we got you.
We see you.
All right, Jax, Manny, David, Philly, Joe, we got you guys up
Yeah.
here. Don't worry about it.
All right. Now, Bila Bradick on the kickoff.
Yeah, going back to him, he had that big interception against Warren to seal the
Yeah.
game.
I feel like that was just like a makeup play, too, because he had a rough game. And
Yeah, he had
I
that
talked to Iggy
drop
himself.
touchdown.
Yeah, and he said, like, he was, like, I'm saying, like, great pick. I talked to him about it, and he's like, he was
Yeah,
still.
did you see that pick?
What's up, dogs? It's Anthony Petrucci. I play cornerback and wide receiver. This is my 3rd year playing football. Shout out my mom, my stepdad. Go Dogs.
Hearing from Anthony Petrucci there after the touchdown.
Good kick there.
Jeremiah Oliver trying to make up for breaking his ankles and gets bitten up by the turf monster again. It's might be time to change up the cleats there, Jeremiah. They're not
Maybe.
working.
All right, I'm curious to see Chicago Christian's offense here on the
Yeah, first year
after
head
a
coach.
very
We're
long
really
drive, they
interested to see
wasted
what they do.
more than half the clock on that.
Yeah, that's the perfect, good old-fashioned football drive.
Yes.
4 minutes, 36 seconds left.
From their own 19.
And I heard a lot of guys who are not going to play both ways
Yeah,
this way.
Styler is not too big on guys playing.
Yeah.
Because they did that a lot last year, and you notice, especially in the first game against Morton, but
Oh,
in
yes.
all their other games, their guys were just
Drained.
tired and
Yeah, they're-
gassed on defense and lead to a lot of lazy points.
And a lot of young Chicago Christian players on this team.
Yeah, they have a-
mostly sophomores,
A lot of sophomores, only 6 seniors on this team.
which is crazy.
There's one of those sophomores, Caden Boersma.
That's a
Interesting
good-
number for the quarterback, number 34, representing sweetness. Gets a gain of 5 there, though.
That's a nice solid run to start it off. I think they're
Flag
going
on
to.
the play.
Oh, flag on the play, though. I think it's going back.
Judging by the way this game has gone so far, it's definitely going back. And it's a block. Oh, it's against the Bulldogs.
Oh, wow.
That's
Penalty is against the Bulldogs.
usually don't see the blindside block go that way.
Interesting call. Chicago Christian's going to start off with the automatic first down.
What's good, RB? My name is Armando Stiegel. I've been playing RB since I was a freshman. I played tight end and outside linebacker. And I went to Camargue Middle School, and our goals for the season is to win state.
Well, that's one of those linebackers who had to fill in last week when Ryan Novak and Jack Rivetti were both absent with injuries. Jack Rivetti has a broken wrist, as well as Ryan Novak having a little tweak to his ankle. So, but they're both back this week playing their linebacker positions, ready to get back at it. Two of the really talented linebackers, not just on this team, but in the state,
Yeah.
especially Ryan Novak.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And that was another good run by Oliver. And I'm surprised. Like, I was also curious to see what defense RB will run
Yeah.
after last year. A lot of changes, and one of the big ones is changing to like a 3-5. So usually only 3 linemen set. But I think they're going to blitz here.
Pressure was brought. Pass was deflected, and it goes nowhere. Giovanni Gonzalez, Drew Swiatek, and a couple other Bulldogs were there to swarm
of
that.
RB defenders there.
Like the call there with the pressure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw Dylan Cohen almost get a fingertip on that ball, and I guess he was watching his film.
He did get a piece of that ball again. Cohen, another one of those big juniors. He is very tall and lanky, so able to get his hands up, get on that ball.
Anything to change it anything to change a play like that is fantastic.
And Chicago Christian in the shotgun. They're gonna hand it off again. Zeke Gobble is gobbled up in the backfield there.
As you see Gravetti with the big mitten on after breaking his hand?
Yeah, there's a bone in his hand, but it was nothing too significant to require surgery, and he said, I'm back out there with my boys.
I mean,
he said it was worth it for the Morton win, and I'm back out there to get ready. So
I mean, sheer toughness for him, seeing him with a big old cast.
Gravetti, he's been playing football for 13 years. I mean, he knows the toughness of this game. Something that I can't really say in my 3 years of flag football experience.
Yeah, no, I played back in the day.
Yeah, a little mini running back Jake.
But I'm glad I hung up
the cleats for the booth.
Yeah.
He traded the cleats for a headset. It was the best movie ever made.
That is a fact.
Concussions have gone down.
Yes, 100%. It was a false start there on Chicago Christian. Boots him back another 5, and there you got a 4th down, which they're going to punt here. Short kick here. Swiatek decides to fair catch it.
And that was Adam Struessma on the punt. We also had to announce him for basketball last year for Chicago Christian. A lot of these guys, familiar faces. I've seen 3 or 4 familiar faces on the Chicago Christian team that also play basketball as well.
It's a small school, and a lot of these athletes got to play a bunch of different stuff.
And they're very just well-rounded athletes as a whole.
Which is kind of
not a sport that they shine too particularly well at, but a lot of solid athletes in there.
I'm kind of surprised. When I think about it, I can't think of many basketball players on the RB football team besides
you have Marcus Turner, and then a lot of guys who used to play like Marcus Moody and Iggy Bulldogs, but they're not playing anymore.
Yeah.
So of course, RB's basketball program has really started taking some big steps forward as Luke Kumskis is there for the catch, gets gain of a yard.
Nice little jump pass there from Diego to get the ball to Kumskis. Unfortunately, not much room to work with, but I'm surprised he caught that ball. That was fired.
He was bobbling around, and you see plays like that where guys can maybe drop it and it goes in the defender's hands and goes the other way. So,
yeah,
lucky to get something out of that.
I haven't seen a throw more than 7 yards today. Not even. I don't think I've seen a throw like really downfield.
Oh, as you call that, looks like he's trying to take a shot. Has Iggy Bulldogs and overthrows him.
Yeah, he was open right there on a little hitch route. And he was open, ran a good route for sure. That was great route running by Iggy Bulldogs there to get to the sticks. It was just obviously a little bit overthrown. Now a 3rd and 9, but they had this same look last drive, and that ended in a touchdown. So
I don't know if we're gonna be seeing the screen pass again, but Valencia in the backfield running shotgun like they have all game so far. Like I said, no Ryan Novak in the backfield today. Gutierrez drops back. He's going to take off, try and do it himself. Breaks a tackle and cannot get past the other defender down at the 35-yard line. 4th and 3. Looks like they're bringing out the punt unit. Good effort from Diego there, just could not get to the marker.
Very well played there by Chicago Christian. RB wanted to run the ball after a drive like that, and they stuff it.
And Diego, he had a shot at breaking that one through. He just nice little tackle there to wrap him up. Now Iggy Bulldogs back deep to punt.
And here was the last play here. It was a great play by Gutierrez, but just couldn't get enough. He got 5. He got halfway there, but not quite enough.
So no fake punt handoff to Jax Ramos, unfortunately. And that is a boot from Iggy Beliobrodic, rolling down at the 11-yard line. What a punt, and he is fired up.
You can't get much better than that for a punt. I mean, that was booted.
I mean, you're looking at some college teams that are struggling to punt the ball downfield, like South Dakota, getting 20 yards downfield. Have this kid punt for you. Look at that. That is beautiful.
Yeah, that was. And then as a defense, when a team's backed up behind their own 20-yard line,
makes it so difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, they have 88 yards to get.
Yeah, a long ways away.
And no, I mean, every day after school, Iggy has early release, and him and he usually is out here in the field working on punts, working on kicks. He's trying to better his craft, and I mean, all that practice every day after school before practice starts at like 45-minute break time, just working out here during kicks, practice is worth it. As what a throw, what a catch. They're still going. That's number 24, Ethan Vanderwerken. He made that one work. Big pass.
Yeah, that was a beautiful ball there from Chicago Christian's quarterback. I mean, he put it right in the bucket.
Yeah, I mean, made a guy miss, but I mean, he threw it to only where his guy could get it. What a throw from Borsma there, and he just made him work. A 43-yard gain.
That was. I'm surprised to see that they threw it that far. Honestly, I was surprised.
I mean, it was only like a 15, 20-yard throw downfield. He just kept running, and Turner evidently just ended up chasing him down and was able to get him eventually.
Ooh, looked like a hold there.
Yeah, no hold call, but I agree with you there. I think I did see the hold, but he is brought down by a Swiatek there.
Yeah.
And that play marks the
Because
end of the
I think it was Cohen who, I think it was Cohen who was getting held there, and just a no call. I mean, but you can't rely on the refs making every hold call because there is almost a hold every play.
Yeah.
So.
once again, Riverside Brookfield
Quick first quarter here.
Yeah, I mean, Bulldogs, that first drive, they really ate up that entire quarter, and I mean, it takes up more than half the quarter, and that's a perfect football drive if you're looking back at a game and like, all right, what's
I'm Bradley Ruska, nicknamed Big Bad Brad. Goal for the season, win state. I've been playing varsity for 2 years, and I fly planes.
He flies planes. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I was just gonna say before Bradley interrupted me, I was gonna say how Chicago Christian's done a great job defensively. I mean, that first drive was tough. It took up a lot of time on the clock, but at 3 and out the second time around, so a lot of adjustments made on the defensive side.
Yeah, they really were prepared for that run, and they were ready to bring pressure and force Diego to throw the ball.
Yeah.
And I mean, they if I'm looking at it from the RB side, they were getting guys open. They had Iggy open. I mean, they just gotta complete these passes, and overthrows happen, 3 and outs happen. Just adjust on it, prove your throws, and score next drive. So moving along the line, I think that was Devontae Givens who might have jumped a little early.
encroachment against the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
Indeed it was, and he's checking out of the game here.
Ball will be spotted.
And you hear guys complain about that when they're right over the ball. Like his teammates complain, like you can't jump offside when you're right in the ball. But as a nose guard, you got to get a quick jump.
Yeah,
it's tough.
He was hearing it. He was hearing it from Coach Miller too, and I mean, that's a mistake Devontae usually doesn't make. He's just anxious. He was telling me before the game, he's anxious. It's senior night. There's a lot of emotions going in your head, and it's only a 7-point game.
And I mean, Chicago Christian's in RB territory now.
Yeah, they're just trying to make a play, and low snap, ball is dropped. Gio Gonzalez trying to get there, but Chicago Christian falls on it.
Yeah, I mean,
Gobble once again gobbles it up.
those type of plays right there are drive killers. Is simple
It just
mistakes.
deflates the momentum out of a drive.
I mean, now they could have gotten a couple yards
And
there.
uh-oh, this is not a good
third
sign
short.
here. Ryan Novak is coming out of the game, and he's limping. You could tell that it's his ankle that's already hurt, and he's not happy that he has to come out of this game. This is a scary sight. He mentioned it in
just
the
about to go
pregame
to
that his ankle was bothering him and that he was going to try and play through it, but there was a lot of pain, and I think that pain got to him, and we're hoping it's nothing too serious because he's one of the best on this team.
Yeah. Rolling out and
Shot
throwing
down.
another great catch here for Chicago Christian.
Adam
and
Strusma again, another amazing throw there from Caden Boersma, and he's just rolling out and finding his receivers.
Yeah, that was great play call there for Chicago Christian. I mean, a little out route there and open for a first down and move the chains.
Down to the Bulldog.
Chicago Christian is surprising me right now. I mean,
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting.
I mean, last year they had a tale of two seasons really. They started off really hot, or really cold, I should say, where they
Yeah.
went they started off 1-5, and including a game where they played RB, and they lost 42-7 at home. RB was on the road, and they just came in there and destroyed them. So I'm sure they want a little revenge from that from last year.
Oh, for sure. Maybe a little pregame jitters from, or
As
even during
look
the
at
game
Giovanni Gonzalez, Drew Swiatek. That combo is dangerous. Gio, little man, big heart, and he is very strong bringing down that defender.
His nickname's Gonzo. I mean, you can't get much better than that.
Gonzo. He actually holds the RB weightlifting record for, I believe, bench press, is it?
Yeah, I believe you're right.
He's a very strong human being, despite the lack of size.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 here for Chicago Christian.
Another one-back look. See if he takes off here. Boersma trying to make it on his legs. Makes a defender miss. Just slides down. A flag is thrown.
They're going to call hit to the head there. I mean, I don't agree with that call.
Yeah,
it was a poor slide if he even was trying to, but they said
a slide, if that, if you want to call it
yeah.
that.
Wow, I'm surprised about that call.
And who was that called on? Was it on?
A foul against the Bulldogs. Illegal hit to the
I don't know
helmet.
specifically, but I
don't know if it was
saw.
Jacob Buska or
Yeah, but that
might have
is
been
another
Garrett
first down
Angshed there,
for
but
Chicago Christian in there.
regardless, that is it didn't look like that was too it looked like he gave up his body. He
Yeah.
obviously gave up his body, and there's 3 Bulldog defenders, but I didn't really see him get hit.
Oh, he did. I think
He did get hit, obviously. He got
Yeah.
hit to the ground, but it seemed like it was a little too early. And as a result, Bulldogs defense, they're a little they're out of sorts a little bit, and
Yeah.
they just need a timeout and regroup.
But also a thing as a quarterback, you have to know how to get down.
Yeah.
He was perpendicular to the ground there, and his head.
Yeah,
was,
because he was trying to get out of bounds, and then he tries sliding. It's either you give up your body and go out, or
Hey, my name is Chris Brown. I'm a wide receiver and cornerback here at RB, Riverside Brookfield High School. My goals and plans for this year is, I'll say, state championship, baby, and a lot of yards. Thank you.
quite the character Chris Brown is.
with
I
the
know doing that
shades.
interview, it definitely took a few takes, and then Chris is asking me, "Do I look good? Do I look good?" Let him know how it looked. I think it looked fine. I think Chris has a face built for Hollywood.
Especially with those sunglasses. I mean, you can't get much better than that. Come on.
Yeah, no, the shades, that the personality is there. Need a new Chris Brown in Hollywood.
As a wide receiver, you got to have some personality. So. I'm
Oh,
glad
no,
he's
for
got
sure.
it.
Got to have some swagger to you. Defense chat here on 1st and 10. Oh, high snap. Ball's loose.
Fumble on the snap. Recovered by the Knights.
Your mics are off.
Another
play.
same drive, same situation where the ball goes down on the ground. And last time Chicago Christian recovered from it, but this is a tough second down here.
Yeah, they were, they were able to convert last time from this, but they're a little further backed up. And that slide, that snap, I just saw it pop up.
Yeah. Maybe when you run shotgun every play, it's bound to happen a couple times a game. And now they go
Yeah, now
under center.
they got 3 guys back there.
Yeah.
Little option, maybe RPO here. Hand it off to the running back. It's number 3, Zeke Gobble. That didn't go for much there.
When you got that many guys in the backfield, it's almost 100% you're running the ball. Jackson Drumheller there on the tackle, which he didn't play last year for the Bulldogs. I'm glad he came back because he's a big player on this Riverside Brookfield defense.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I remember watching him sophomore year. He was great in coverage, which is the tough.
Yeah, he's a very, very smart football player.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing, and I mean, he grows up. He's watching Georgia football games. He's modelizing that amazing defense.
Year in and year out.
Borisma gets a snap on 3rd down. Play action. Pressure is brought. It is. Is that caught? And it is.
Oh
that is
my
number 10,
goodness.
Austin Huzenga. Oh my. He's short of the 1st down, but he's.
Borisma's prayer
Borisma
was
somehow-
answered there. Holy.
Okay, first off, great coverage brought there from Jackson
yeah.
Drumheller. He almost got to him, forced a big hit on him, and Borisma somehow got that ball off by some miracle.
Yeah, that was insane. He just tossed it up, and his wide receiver, Holzenga, got it.
And now they're back in the option formation here on 4th down. Big play here on this defense. Crowd is fired up. Snap to the outside to Oliver. Oliver still on his feet.
And he just gets enough for a 1st down. That was very, very smart play there.
Jeremiah Oliver doing a great job of staying on his feet there. And
Yeah, but Oliver was reading the blocks there. You could see when a guy's inside, or when the guy's blocking inside, so the guy outside, then you got to go inside him. But then it was like a switch, and he bounced it outside, which was the play to make there. And now it's 1st and goal for Chicago Christian.
yeah, and you're looking at this, and it's like, there's the shot right there that you're looking at. Ryan Novak icing his ankle. I was just about to point that out. That's a big presence missing from that defense right now.
And when you got your Mike linebacker sitting on the sideline, who's one of your leading tacklers,
He is the leading tackler.
oh yeah, but it's tough to have someone replace him.
Yeah,
like
he's
this early in the game.
I mean, he's being looked at by Drake, who is a D1 school, and a couple other schools that are D2, D3. He's got talent to play college football almost anywhere he wants to at below a Division I, Power 5 Division 1. Even I think he's capable of that.
I agree. I mean, he was built to play football.
Yeah. Nice baseball player too. He plays basketball, but his shot form is disgusting. I don't know how he thinks it works. It does not.
It's been like that for a while. I used to play with him back in the day. And
Oh, and this is a sight we like to see. Get the big men in there. Jax Ramos, the offensive lineman, he does not get there much on defense. Last time he really played defense was in 8th grade for the Hillside Hurricanes.
yeah,
Here he is back out there trying to make a huge play on the
that's a
defensive end.
big boy right over the ball, and it's going to be tough to get past him.
Oh yeah, he's a big force out there. Crowd is making some noise.
It's a big play here for
Man in
both
motion.
teams, obviously.
Handoff brought down by Jax Ramos. He is fired up.
I mean,
That is a great call there by Coach Tyler to bring in his big guy to just shut it down right there, and it's 4th down.
you can't get much better than that. Wow.
Foghorns are really starting to make some noise here, and will they attempt a field goal, or are they going for the tie right here?
Personally, I would say you got to kick the field goal. You have to. You're in scoring range. You can't come out with 0 points here.
I mean, this drive has taken pretty much the entire quarter. I mean, there's 4 minutes and 52 seconds left. This timeout's called, and they're going
I
to
think
figure out what they're doing, and I think they're going to come out for the field goal.
I say they kick the field goal. I think that's the smartest decision.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
they've taken, like, what, 8 minutes, 9 minutes off this drive, and
you have to end in
it
at
has,
least 3.
It has to end on points. Like, this is literally the farthest you could take that drive. Look at the celebration from Jackson. Is he not having a fun time out there?
I mean, when you make a play like that, it's hard not to celebrate like that.
Especially a guy who's primarily offense. He's just out there just to be a big force, and he
Yeah.
makes a big play.
He loves the game.
Loves the game, big passion for another one of those guys on this Bulldog team who could be Division I. I mean, he's being looked at by a lot of MAC schools, potentially some lower Big Ten. Him and Manny, I mean, those are two big guys that any college offensive line would need because they work hard, they're big, and they're dedicated. They love the game of football, and they're going to do it the right way.
And we haven't seen much D1 athletes here at RB till
Yeah, obviously, I
this
mean, you had
year.
Owen Murphy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to compare to him. First-round pick, 20th overall with the Atlanta Braves. Good friend, I'd like to call him. He's nuts at the game of baseball, though.
And he was also a very solid football player, to say the
Yeah,
least.
he was the starting varsity quarterback for a few years before Notre Dame said he couldn't play.
Yeah.
But he literally one of the nicest, most humble guys you'll ever meet, and he deserves everything coming his way. And fourth down, snap is fumbled, brought down in the backfield. That is Joe Madonna. Turnover on downs. That is a huge swing for this Bulldogs defense.
Wow. I mean, I completely disagree with the call there. Maybe their kicker isn't very good, but I say you have to take the points there. You have to.
Oh, no, the shirts are coming off. Come on, Arias. It's only the second quarter, dude.
There's a lot more ball game left.
the shirts were off after the first quarter at Morton, after the first touchdown. So a little late here tonight, but they're off.
Yep. It was a matter of time.
Really. It was a matter of time for Arias and the rest of the black in the student section right there.
Yeah. The
'Cause
seniors, yeah.
Seniors are wearing black. Everyone else is wearing gold.
A little run
There's
here.
the handoff to Valencia.
What do you think? You think they try to? Honestly, I see a Diego throw downfield here. Maybe to a guy like Chris Brown or Kumskis maybe.
I see either a throw to like Iggy or Luke. That's not a bad situation to take a shot.
Yeah, I mean, now I say you just give the ball to your running back again.
Yeah, I
which
mean,
is
it's been working so
Valencia.
far, just getting chunks, just get the first down, and yeah, gets that hole right there. Gain of 3, gets it done, first down.
This is a fast-paced offense right now here for Riverside Brookfield. I mean, minimizing the time in the huddle and knowing what they want to do right when they get on the line.
Chicago Christian calls timeout.
Yeah, I think these Chicago Christian guys, there's a lot of guys who play both sides, and they're getting gas. You can tell.
I mean, not a lot of them are big.
My name is Devontae Gibbons. I go to Riverside Brookfield. Grew up on the south side of Chicago. I love all my coaches. I love my team. That's about it. Go Bulldogs.
You hear it from Devontae Gibbons. They're one of the biggest personalities on this team.
Yeah.
Made a little mistake there on the encroachment, but other than that, he's been really solid all year, forcing pressure in the backfield, and he's just a big force.
Yeah. I mean, playing nose guard, you got it. You have to have a hot head, and you gotta want to be there. Obviously, all these guys want to be here, but
and
especially at the position, you have to put your body on the line and against a lot of big.
Yeah,
big guys
Devontae's
up
not
front.
afraid to put his body on the
Oh,
line.
no.
A wrestler as well, and I mean, he's a guy who can go somewhere potentially Division I like Mateo Costello did for wrestling because he's big, he's very strong, and he has that mentality where I am going to beat you.
Yes. Which a lot of these guys do.
Valencia gets the handoff, stuffed in the backfield. Nico Griggs was there with the tackle. He's been a force for them on the outside linebacker for them this year. Has not really made much of an impact this year, or this game so far,
Yeah.
but week 1 he had a huge impact, making 4 or 5 tackles.
A loud crowd reaction there. And Diego's in shotgun.
Valencia doing it again. They're going to rip his jersey off before he goes down.
Feed David. I mean, when you're moving the chains this frequently, you got to.
And I think, I mean, with David being a hard runner and just doing what he's been doing, I think it really leaves them vulnerable to like a jet sweep from Muhammad here.
Yeah,
Just
which
gets the outside, gets one block from Iggy, and he could be 40, 50 yards down the field.
Yeah, what I love about Vojak's play calling is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep running the ball, which I saw a lot of last year is they just try to throw the ball too often when they didn't need to.
As here it is, Muhammad Salem on the screen, however.
Sound like a broken record with saying how screenplay to Salem so often.
As there's a timeout on the field. That's you hate to see this. It looked like he just like kind of fell on. It looked like it might have been his like left elbow or shoulder. He like fell on it awkwardly.
Hope he's okay.
2 minutes, 50 seconds left in this half.
This is the worst. I mean, that's the worst part to see about this love sport.
He's going for the tackle. He gets blocked by Adam there, and it's definitely nothing intentional, but his left like elbow gets just caught in the ground and like kind of twists the wrong way. And hopefully it's just, you know, this little tweak and can come back in the game. That's their quarterback, too. That's, That's Caden Boersma, so that would be a huge loss for this team. Like you mentioned earlier with the timeout, these guys were getting tired. They're, you know, they're playing both sides of the ball because they don't have a lot of guys on this team, and that's a huge loss for a team that's trying to get back in this game. They're only 7 down. They have a chance at doing it.
Yeah, I mean, and he's been playing very, very good this game. I mean,
yeah, he's been very tough with his throws, and I mean, for the most part, they've been on the money.
Yeah, I mean that one throw there where he put it right in the numbers for like that was like a 40-yard gain to end up not being a touchdown, but that was easily the best drive I've seen Chicago.
Yeah,
Christian
but if
have.
you've noticed with this team, they've had 3 fumbles that last drive that set them back.
Yeah, true. Just
none of them were recovered, but they're just high snaps. That's a huge issue with this team, and that's not really on the quarterback play. That's
no,
just,
not at all. Yeah, that's critical errors
that's on
that,
the line.
like I said, ruin drives, and it's so tough at a second and third down being more than 7-8 yards. So like 3rd and long, it's hard because it's hard to open up the playbook then, you know?
Yeah.
Because you can't do much besides throw the ball.
A lot of guys lined up here on the near side. The only guy on the far side is Iggy Buehler-Brodek. A screen to Adam Yurgostegi, plunging his head forward, trying to just truck for yards. Gets a solid gain, though.
Yeah. A lot of pass plays thrown behind the line of scrimmage today.
Yeah,
I mean,
Diego's, I mean, he hasn't thrown the ball a ton, but when he has been, I mean, he hasn't, other than the shot to Iggy Buehler-Brodek, there's been nothing downfield.
Yeah, I mean, but I respect the play call here. Just letting your guys work. When they get the ball in open space, see what they can do.
Some pressure maybe being brought here from Chicago Christian. Yurgostegi again gets the first down. This time it's going to stop the clock for a little bit. Minute 46 left.
How far do you think Buehler-Brodek's range is for a field goal here?
I mean, I think he's hit from 50 before, but, I mean, you don't feel confident from 50.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you bring him inside 40 yards, I feel like that's what he'll say, and I'll say is his comfortable range. Anything within 40 yards he'll hit. And that would make it a 2-possession game, which would be huge. As there he is, Iggy Buehler-Brodek making some plays on the receiving end.
Good throw there from Gutierrez.
Great throw from Diego to only where Iggy could get it, and it's a tough pass to drop. And he's had some drop troubles this year. He'll be the first one to tell you about it, and he's been working to, you know, eliminate the drops, and it's a nice catch right there.
Yeah, I mean, Diego looks very comfortable throwing the ball on the run here, as you saw there. Perfect throw.
That's one thing I've noticed about his game. He's always been really comfortable just throwing on the run and making his legs work. As David Valencia is just fighting for yards. 2 timeouts left for the Bulldogs, minute 8. When do you think they start spending them?
I say probably when they get
they get this first down right here.
Yeah.
They don't call timeout because clock stops after the first down, and then see where it goes from there. As the run from Valencia, that's the first down I'm talking about. Gets him inside the goal line. First down and 10 from the 14.
And there's
the timeout from Styler.
This time in the game is big big for like practice-wise. This is what you have to practice a
Yeah,
lot.
2-minute drill. This is what you are spent all week practicing for these type of situations, because this makes it a 1-possession game or a 2-possession game, and really deters how the rest of the game is going to go, because Chicago Christian gets the ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
If you come out here and they don't get any points, they can easily just come back out here and tie game.
I feel like if RB scores here, they run away with it in the second half.
Oh, yeah, for sure, because they have the talent to just run away with it, but they're letting them hang in there for now. Don't get me wrong. It's been a lot of just long drives in this football game so far.
But the defense, I feel like, has been bend, don't break.
Yeah.
Like, especially that last drive where...
And I feel like the score here...
What's going on, dogs? Jay Gutierrez here, quarterback for Riverside Brookfield. Been on varsity for 3 years. And fun fact about me, I can do a backflip. And goals for the season, win state, go undefeated. Bulldog Nation, let's ride.
Gutierrez trying to ride his troops to the end zone, and Luke Kumskis is there for the catch. Is brought down just a bit short, down at the 4-yard line. But that's that tight end to quarterback combo that's been there since 6th grade.
I respect also not calling a timeout here. Just give the ball to Valencia and have him score. Yeah.
2-possession game. David Valencia powers through another just amazing blocks from the offensive lineman, and Bulldog touchdown is 13-0.
Yeah, that when they got past the opponent's 30-yard line, the drive was with ease. I mean, whenever they run the ball, they get more than 5, and whenever they threw the ball, they obviously completed it. That was a very well played drive there from Riverside Brookfield.
Nice drive from Coach Scheller there. I think they had 10 guys on the field, because number 25, Nathan Padilla, was a little late getting on there. He was running out there and seeing Iggy make another extra point. He's like, oh, I'll just walk away. That's a nice play.
Yeah.
But Iggy, automatic.
Yeah.
He does not miss those.
He's been doing it for way too long.
Yeah.
Way too long.
Yeah, you know if he misses one, everyone's going to let him know. So
and he'll let himself know.
Yeah, he'll let himself know.
He's tough on himself.
Yeah, he's very, very tough on himself. He's got that mentality towards him where like he's like a little cocky, but he also he keeps himself in check.
Mm-hmm. And he's a very smart football player too.
He's a very just smart human being in general. On the football field, in the classroom, he's just oh my goodness. We have some fans here that are making some noise here following the touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with 28 seconds left, that's a huge score for the Bulldogs.
I mean,
and it really gets the fans fired up before halftime.
Yeah. And, I mean, with 28 seconds left, that was great time management there from
Beautiful time management. You squib the kick here, and they maybe try and take a shot downfield, but without their quarterback, you never know.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested to see. I would assume with 28 seconds left, they won't bring him out anyway.
You got to just run the ball and run the clock. But maybe RB takes a timeout.
That's not what you want to do there. Set him up with field position. No time comes off the clock, and
I mean, yeah, that's a big play there. If Chicago Christian gets one big play, maybe they can make something happen in this last 30 seconds.
They've already proven that they're not willing to kick the ball.
Yeah.
So I would be shocked to see a field goal unless they just try a desperation heave to end the half. But they have one timeout left, and I expect them to just try and run plays, like out routes, to see what they can do.
I mean, but you think RB even takes their timeout if they?
No. I see you're up 2 possessions. There's no reason to even try and get the ball back.
Yeah.
Lorisma's out of the game, and that's Austin Huzanga, who made the nice catch earlier. Now is in there at QB, but I'm assuming he's in there, and wonder if he's gonna get the start the second half. Or
I don't know. I feel like I could see him maybe starting a drive, but I don't know. It's hard to tell from that.
I can't really tell from the far side to see what's going on with Borisma on the other end, but that's the last play of the first half here on senior night. It's been very fun. A lot of just good old-fashioned running the ball football, and Bulldogs have a 14-0 lead.
Yeah.
All right, this has been the first half of your RBTV Game of the Week. Stay tuned because we have a thrilling second half here of RB Bulldog football right after this.
And now, for your halftime entertainment, please welcome the Riverside Brookfield Marching Band. Tonight, we have a special halftime announcer. At this time, I'd like to introduce Paris Selenica, who will guide you through this halftime performance.
Here comes the RB band down the runway. Who are you wearing, you ask? Only the finest of Mullen. Their footwear, drill masters with a patented rolled heel, black. Who will you hear? Madonna, Beyonce, Gaga, Lizzo, Tay-Tay, Britney, Paris. The band doesn't just sound good, they look good. Hey band, strike a pose. Just the amazing RB band in full form tonight for their senior night. That's right, congratulations to all the seniors on the field right now. Work it! Special shout out to all the parents who helped outfitting the band in their threads. The RB Marching Band is directed by Mr. James Bond and Mr. Matthew Lowe, and the color guard coach is by Miss Dawn Beason. Leading the band this year are drum majors Hayden Leffel and Sydney Leffel. And now, please enjoy the debut of this year's halftime show, Queens of Pop.
And we welcome you back inside the broadcast booth here at Riverside Brookfield High School. Sam Egan alongside Jacob Ryan here for second half of football here between the Bulldogs and the Knights. Bulldogs are up 14-0, and nice score to cap off the second half, or the first half, I should say, the second quarter. And now they kick it off away to Chicago Christian.
The biggest question here is if the quarterback for Chicago Christian, Borsman, is going to come back on the field.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, he didn't come back on the field on that last drive, which was one play to run out the clock. But I'm curious. I think I'm going to see him. I think I'm going to see him be on the field.
Yeah, and I mean, we're curious to see health of Ryan Novak as well. He's back on the sideline. He's standing there, but I don't think I see him coming in unless they absolutely need him.
He's a tough guy, but there's no reason to put him back on the field, in my opinion. Good kick there from Bilo Bradick.
And Gobble back deep to return. Brought down at the 25, just met by about 11 Bulldogs right there.
All right, here's where we find out if the big 3-4 is going to come back on the field.
I have not seen 3-4. I saw, I believe that's number 10 again, Austin Huzenga, who he did split some reps a little bit in the first two games, but it was mainly Borisma's show.
Yeah.
And I mean, did not play a bad football game so far. He threw some nice balls, and it's unfortunate that he got hurt on the defensive end.
Yeah, I mean, when you play both sides as a quarterback, especially, like, you got to be careful.
Yeah, it's rare to see quarterbacks in that position. It's usually you'll have some guys who do it, like maybe like a running back, linebacker, wide receiver, DB, offensive line, defensive line, but you really never see it with a quarterback. And that's the risk you do run if you put your quarterback out there on defense, no matter how good of an athlete he is.
Yeah, I mean, considering that he's not on the field, I feel like RB is going to dominate defensively and then get good field position and run.
Well, yeah, no, it takes a whole aspect out of the game, and they've liked running the ball, and they've been decent running the ball, but their main strengths, and they've been getting first downs from throwing the football.
Tossing the rock, yeah.
So Huzenga hands it off again to Gobble, and Giovanni Gonzalez, look at little man making big plays.
I mean, like height-wise, he's a little man, but build-wise.
No, build-wise, he is he's like twice my size and is like shorter than me.
That's not saying much.
Gio is two of us combined, and we are both taller than him, and we are not tall figures whatsoever.
Yeah. Enough about us, though. Come on.
Here we go, third down. See what happens here with Huzenga. Test out that arm. He's going to roll out to the left side, throw a ball here that is deflected, and then it looked like incomplete.
A lot of bobbling there, and I can't see it from here, but that was a close call. I think they're going to call it incomplete, though.
Yeah, they had it on the field as incomplete. The ref closest to the ball. Oh, and they changed the call on it. That is a catch, Julian Edelman style.
Yeah,
Let's take a look at this replay here. They cannot challenge it, obviously. They could use us as a resource if they could.
Bobbled and keeps bobbling his offense.
Oh, what an unbelievable catch there from Adam Strusma. Bobbling it every which way. Drew Switek and other guys were there for coverage, and he somehow held on to that football.
I feel like a lot of luck has went Chicago Christian's way in the first half with the that random play down the field where he caught it when he just
Yeah, he
tossed
just threw it up.
And then that play right
Yeah,
there.
they're having some. They're definitely having some throws go their way.
That was a
Drusma has been on the benefit of all those plays as he's gonna keep it himself. Brought back in the backfield by Drew Switek. What a big hit.
Yeah, I mean,
that's fourth down.
That's textbook form right there. Grab him, roll him. There you go. And that's a way to put it fourth down where you get the ball
That is a
back.
football hit right there from Drew Switek. I mean, he's an all-conference guy. A lot of Division III schools like him a lot. He's not the biggest guy for someone in that position, but he is very, very skilled and is very good at just wrapping up defenders and making plays.
Tackling-wise, he's one of the best on the team.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised a guy like him making a lot of big open field tackles, but that's just what he does. Is there's movement along the line there. And I think that was number 68, Cam Strombohm for Chicago Christian.
A lot of banter going on in this crowd.
Nice 5-yard gain there for the Bulldogs, and it's 1st and 5 here. And short field, trying to take advantage here.
Yeah.
Diego looking to take a shot here for Adam Uriostegi. That's his 3rd catch of the night.
Yeah, I mean, Gutierrez was looking at Uriostegi the whole time there, and just a little stop route, a little hitch, and first down there for the Dogs. And then a little sidearm throw
Yeah,
there
Diego likes to bring that out, and maybe he might bring it out again here. Keeps it. Gonna look to throw. Sidearms it again to Uriostegi, just short of the end zone, down at the 1-yard line, and you know he wants to get that touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that throw is insane there. Again, like I said, the sidearm, and you called it too, being in effect there as well. And going to his left, throwing off.
Yeah, that's his non-dominant side. That's a tough throw, and he's just got to go against the body. What a throw there.
Yeah, barely short of that.
That is a beautiful camera angle right there.
Or Kumskis, who knows?
Luke Kumskis, power through, fullback. Give the big men some love. Luke Kumskis, touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't see them going away from the run there, and just give the ball, let the big men up front go.
Yeah. A lot of hype for the big man, and it makes it a 20-0 game. Oh no, Drew Switek, let's not be grittying right now. That's not what we're doing here.
I'm happy I saw one gritty today.
Oh, and Nate Padilla is once again late on the field. That is his 2nd time coming a little late here for the extra point.
Maybe too much celebration going on. There's a
That's definitely
flag on the field.
He missed.
Oh, it's no good.
He missed it? No, there was a whistle before. That's why. Encroachment on the defense. So he's gonna
say that looked right down the pipe.
You know, I blame Nate. Maybe if he just, can show up on the field on time for an extra point, he's got to know his assignment there. That's once is an accident, twice is a pattern.
Yeah.
The field encroachment against the defense. Retry the extra point.
Hila Bradick here.
Nice little
for another
20-yard extra point.
Yeah.
All right, what now?
I don't know what's going on here on the field. A little confusion. There we go. Now they move the ball.
All right, so they move the ball up about a yard. He's now kicking from, instead of the 10-yard line, the 9-yard line.
Oh, big difference. Big difference.
Field Bradick in to retry the extra point.
Yeah, right down the pipe.
Yep, he does not miss those. 21-0 Bulldogs. Take a 3-possession lead, looking to go back over 500, 2-1.
Yeah, with the short field there, that was with ease, that drive. I mean,
all right, so we're in the 3rd quarter here. It's starting, it's starting to get to the point where it could become a blowout. And now I think the question's going to be asked, is Jake O'Brien going to leave after the 3rd quarter to go get Raising Cane's?
All right.
Just like the Morton game.
All right. I was so hungry, and you can't, decline.
Yeah, but you can't leave the game midway through the...
I know.
It's a rivalry game. Leave during the 3rd quarter. Miss
I
a
should have just
very good fourth
concessions
quarter
and
of football.
stayed,
Yeah, they had concessions at Morton, dude. Or you could have just walked the Canes and walked back.
Big mistake here.
Big-
I'll stay for this whole game. I'll tell you that.
Thank God. Thank God I'm not being left in the booth here by myself to finish this game.
Another kickoff here from Beeler Brady. A second one this half, obviously.
Yeah, that
I like
booming
the yellow
punt earlier
socks
as well.
for the pediatric cancer. I mean, it looks clean.
It is a blue and yellow works. Oh, is that? It's the second kick that goes out of bounds for Iggy in this game.
You think he's trying to do like a little pooch kick and
He's just trying to do too much with it. He's trying to just like force bad field position, and
yeah, that's the second time he's done it too.
I mean, it hasn't hurt them too much. I mean, first time he did it was to end the first half, but that's usually not like Iggy.
Yeah.
He usually boots the ball downfield. I don't know if he had a nice punt earlier.
I haven't seen this all year from Iggy.
I haven't seen this all career from Iggy, where he boots balls out of bounds.
Now
Making his kicks though, so I mean, can't complain. Coming out 1st and 10. Third quarter, 8 minutes, 56 seconds left here. Once again, Huizenga on the field for the Knights. Handoff to Gobble. What a tackle in the backfield there. That was number 28, Jack Rivetti.
he only needs
Can't miss him with the mitten.
he only needs one arm. I mean, and that's just textbook tackling again. I mean,
Yeah, just wrap him up with the cast. It definitely doesn't feel good.
not at all. When you got a big old 11 min on your left hand, no fun to see that as any offensive player.
No.
I don't know how Chicago Christian, if they're comfortable throwing the ball here. I mean, they threw one last possession, which ended up in a lucky juggling catch, but
like they weren't even throwing the ball too far downfield. Oh, and that ball's deflected and picked off by Drew Switek. Are you kidding me, Drew?
Wow.
That is a beautiful play.
Perfectly read. I mean, put his paw up and then tipped it, and now coming right back.
Dr. Freitas would be proud, putting the paw up, making the big play. Let's look at the replay here.
The senior.
We were talking about them
Drew
throwing the
Switek.
ball here. They haven't really thrown the ball downfield much at all this game. Tried taking a shot, just overthrew Strusma right there, and Drew was right there to make the play.
Are you kidding me? Like, wow. It looked like that guy was open too.
Yeah, no, Strusma, I mean, he had a hole. He just overthrew him a bit, and Drew Switek made him make the most of it. Chris Brown on the near side of the field. Might see him for a look. Thrown downfield, Chris Brown! Go in and out of the hands. Chris Brown had a chance to make the electric factory play that would have blown the roof off this place.
Wow, I mean,
just in and out of the hands.
That would have been insane. I mean, a pick and then first play going deep to Brown, and just off the fingertips. It was
He
perfectly
likes the
thrown,
nickname Hollywood Brown, but gotta get the hands there first.
Yeah, I mean,
there was a tough play, good ball from Diego. Here's
he put it in a spot where he could catch it, but it was
only
well defended.
Brown could get it. It was very well defended though, like you just said. Nice throw. Yeah, he just dropped it. Defender like pushed on him a little bit, but that's the ball he could have had.
Yeah, when you
Now
get two hands on it, it's catchable.
Now
Another
Gutierrez looking for
drop
Kumskis,
here.
another
That
ball
was
that was
a-
off his hands. That was a little misread on the route,
Yeah.
just a little bit off the mark on the throw, but
Now
it
they
still
got
hit
3rd and 10.
Kumskis.
Yeah, I'm surprised they threw the ball twice in a row here.
Yeah, no, especially when you're just trying to drain time off this clock.
Yeah.
I mean, you're up 3 possessions, and now it feels like you have to throw the ball in this situation because you're at a 3rd and 10.
I could see
definitely a handoff
well, I mean,
to
this is
Valencia.
4-down territory, even though they don't need to go for on
that's a
4th down.
That's a
but
very good point. As pressure is brought, screen to Valencia, good block, breaks tackles. Think he might have been just short of the marker.
Short of the line to gain.
No, they're giving it to him. 1st down, gain of
Wow.
10.
A generous spot there from the referees.
Ball is spotted at the 26. That's good for Riverside
Good play call there again. I feel like I've been saying that a lot, but
Yeah, no, even better blocks
that's a smart
there.
play on 3rd and long. Just throw the ball to your RB and
Yeah, no, he got a good block downfield and then set him up for the first down.
yeah. It's like a little change and play another audible.
Gutierrez trying to get one through the air here.
He's been very accurate today, too.
He has been. A lot of short balls, but he's been doing what he has to do. Takes the handoff there.
A little read option, but there's...
Flag on the field. And Diego, he had 2 touchdowns last week against Wakanda, so you know he's not afraid to run the ball.
Curious what the penalty is.
Penalty marker on the field. Still awaiting it from the head referee down there with the white cap on the field. Prior to the false start on the offense. So here's this keeper from Diego that will be called back. Nice little run, just lowering the shoulder there. I like it.
I mean, you like to see that from a football player, but
you don't like to see that from your quarterback. I love the toughness, but I just don't love the move from the quarterback.
And
that's a way to get hurt.
Who is the backup quarterback for this Bulldog team? Is it Lupfer, who is the sophomore starting
I
quarterback?
believe it is.
Or would it be Valencia?
I believe it's Luffer. I don't think it's Valencia. That's why you cannot risk injuries. And off to Valencia. Gets about a yard.
Yeah, he just got tripped up. I don't think he had much to work with there, but that makes it a 1st and about 14 now.
Yeah, no, to answer your question, they don't have another QB listed on the roster, so I mean, I would think it is
It's Lupfer?
Yeah.
Gutierrez
Diego dropping back, has all day. Look at the blocking from the offensive lineman. He's going to take off now, see if he can either make a pass or make a move with his feet. Still somehow going. Oh, my goodness, Diego Gutierrez keeping the play going all day. Gain of 6. But that seemed like a lot more based on what he was just doing there.
Yeah, that looked like a loss and turned into a solid gainer of around 10 yards. I mean, Gutierrez has been proving himself as a runner here.
Yeah, he was just making defenders miss. He was not willing to go down there.
The only thing with Gutierrez is when he leaves the pocket, unless it's a designed pass play when he leaves the pocket, I don't think he looks downfield. I think
I've noticed that he does tend to put his eyes just down,
tunnel vision down to run the ball, which obviously worked a lot there. But
yeah, but when you're playing some bigger, faster opponents, that's not going to work.
Yeah, sometimes on broken plays, you have guys who get downfield.
Read option. What a read from Diego. Stretching. Just out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That was a great read from Diego. Nico Griggs was coming along the outside, and he read it, took the ball from Valencia, and decided to work his own magic. Gets a gain of 12, and they're right down to the goal line again.
Yeah. I mean, big 3rd quarter here for the Bulldogs if they end up getting 6 here. And then Gio Gonzalez going on the field.
Oh, Gons. Now this is a fullback right here. You know, ran a little bit of a halfback last year. This is 3rd string, but I mean, big muscular guy.
Yeah, they're going to call a timeout here.
As timeout's called by the Bulldogs. Nice run. Let's go back to that run by Diego. I mean, that was such a good read from Diego. He read the defender coming, and he saw him right away that he was.
My name is Gio Gonzalez. I'm a starting DM for RB. I've been playing football for about 7 years now. This is my 2nd year on varsity. Fun fact is I love to lift and hang out with friends, and my goal this year is to win state.
One of the best characters on this team, one of the smallest guys, big heart like we said, and you mentioned he loves lifting. He's very, very strong.
Yeah.
If I tried fighting Gio, it would not go well.
Probably not.
Former wrestler, now he's playing football and just is lifting 300 pounds while
he's always been
my bench is sitting at a solid 130.
He's always been a tough guy. I
he's always had that
back in the day, and he was a great running back.
Pushing through the pile. Looks like Luke Kumskis again.
He's got 2.
He's having fun out there.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he hasn't had much touches besides on the goal line, and he's 2 for 2 inside the 5-yard line with these runs. Except, oh, he had a pass play the other half that didn't end up. I mean, 2 for 3 is not bad, you could say.
Yeah, no. 2 for 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, and this one's about I think this.
Bulldogs sidelines, they're having fun. They're starting to feel that they're starting to run away with it. Low kick, Iggy's kick, regardless of where the hold is, still good.
Yeah, I mean, the big factor for Chicago Christian was losing their starting quarterback. I mean,
they were starting to figure it out on the offensive end. It felt like they were making plays, they were throwing the ball downfield. They were having a good little spread mix, and they were making things interesting for the Bulldogs a little bit, and were really threatening to tie this ball game up. Next drive, lose their quarterback, who's also a linebacker for them, evidently, and he injures looked like it was his left elbow or somewhere in the left arm, and forced him to miss the rest of this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, and it was 7-0 for a while. I mean,
yeah, no, I mean, they were letting Chicago Christian hang in there, and then once their quarterback got hurt, RB just kind of all right, this is our chance to just run away with it, and they've really started scoring on this defense. And I mean, Chicago Christian offense, they've really had no answers. They've turned the ball over twice really close in Bulldog territory, and as a result, Bulldogs have capitalized off it.
A lot of 3 and outs so far for Chicago Christian, which you don't want to see.
Yeah, no, it's just been 3 and out the entire way since they brought in the new quarterback. As low kick. Had some trouble with it, but it's returned out to the 20. That's the line drive kick you're looking for, Miggy.
I don't know why he hasn't been doing it the whole game, but like you said, he was trying to do too much here, and I say just old-fashioned, just boot her down the field.
Kick is returned out to the 20-yard line. Chicago Christian takes over.
Yeah, obviously, a lot worse field position than being at the 35-yard line there, now at the 20. And Chicago Christian really hasn't had anything in the the kick receiving game.
No.
I mean, RB did have that big play that had to come back.
Yeah, they had that big return from Drew Switek to start it off. That was
the last
surprise.
kickoff we've seen that Chicago Christian has done.
And last and only. They had another punt that really didn't amount to much. Gio Gonzalez, look at him in the backfield. He's been all over it tonight. Him and Drew Switek have been all over the field tonight on the defensive end, and they're making up for that huge loss in the Ryan Novak.
I feel like we're calling a lot of seniors' names.
And it's awesome to see because they do have a lot of seniors on this team, and this senior class is very, very talented.
Yeah. I mean, they're the heart and soul of this team, for sure. The guys Valencia scored. Kumskis has 2. And then who has the 4th touchdown?
I believe Diego ran it in.
Yeah, Diego ran it in, I think. So, I mean, those are all juniors right there, but defensively, seniors have been.
But, I mean, if you're looking at the line, 3 of the 5 are offensive linemen. Ryan, who's usually their starting running back's a senior.
Yeah.
This is a game where, I mean, if Ryan's healthy, he's playing this game, A, because it's senior night, and B, because he is the better running back. Mm-hmm. He's just so much more elusive, and that's nothing against Valencia because he's had a heck of a game, and he's a very great runner as well. But Ryan just is ultra talented, and honestly, he brings bigger.
A lot.
He's bigger and has more size.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table there. But like you said, Valencia is doing great tonight.
And he's gonna be a huge force to reckon with next year on this Bulldogs team.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still gonna have Diego at quarterback, so there's not really too much of a weakness right there. They're gonna be returning a lot of guys on offense next year, and other than the line may be a little bit of an issue once 3 of the 5 guys are gone, but they'll still have Jackson Manning.
A lot of the all of the RB running backs are just not afraid of contact and will run you over. And I think Valencia has shown that tonight, even though we haven't seen Novak do that, but.
And if you look at most of their core 11 too, they're all pretty much seniors on defense, other than Jack Gravetti. As the ball is on the ground, recovered by Chicago Christian.
Keeps happening. I mean,
Anthony Petrucci was trying to get in there, but yeah, like I said, I mean, like 9, 10 of those guys out there right now are seniors.
Yeah, I mean,
That tells you a lot about that Bulldog team and what the seniors really do mean to that roster.
these errors Chicago Christian is making is like you just can't do that as a football team. This is obviously practice has not been helping these guys at all. Obviously, it's a new quarterback on a pitch play is tough, but you have to get reps in. It's if you're not practicing.
And no, and they're a small team, so they're relying on that. They're relying on that one quarterback, and they don't really know what to do with the other option. Like, yes, the other guy gets reps, but he's also their starting wide receiver. He's their starting linebacker, so he can't really get the reps in at quarterback because he's getting reps at other positions, and that's what really is hurting the Chicago Christian team.
Yeah. And it's shown. I mean, especially with the center too. He's had a couple errors. I mean, fumbled on.
What's going on? I'm Ignacio Broderick. I play receiver. I'm a kicker and punter as well. I went to Camargue grade school with my boy Sam Egan. Him and I, he's a producer of this fantastic show. We're great friends. One goal for the season, go undefeated. Go undefeated. Go Dogs.
To give me a shout out there for the player profiles. Me and him go back long ways, like kindergarten maybe. So seeing him out here making plays, it's been something we've talked about as little kids, me announcing these games for him. So it's pretty cool to see it happen here on senior night, and really the last 4 years really.
It's
but
crazy. Time flies.
Time does fly, dude. It really does. And it's been really cool seeing him, especially this year. He's had a big year. He had that big interception against Morton.
Yeah.
He's really started to come into his own this year.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, he's had a couple drops throughout these couple games, and he just keeps making up for it. I mean, him being a wide receiver today hasn't been a factor, but kicking he's been automatic.
Defensively, he's been really good for the most part.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, kicking, like you said, he's automatic, and that punt he had earlier, that put him inside the 10, and that just totally, like, yes, it led to a long drive from Chicago Christian, but like Iggy doesn't put him inside the 12, they probably score on that drive.
Yeah, I agree.
And then you're looking at a different football game.
And that's really Chicago Christian's only chance.
Yeah, that's really been their only chance all game, and people don't really express how big of an impact special teams has, especially punters, but like flipping field position like that changes the entire complex of the game. And when you're playing a bigger team, like when they're playing St. Francis later in the year, you're going to want to push them back as far as possible, because if you give them field position, they are going to capitalize.
Exactly.
So if you're pinning them inside the 15, inside the 10, they're going to have trouble scoring. And even if they do, it's going to be longer drives, and you're going to have less time on the clock, but also like more time to like stay in the ball game and not have them break free from the game.
I mean,
because as long as you're staying in the football game, anything can happen.
Yeah, that's
turnovers.
It's perfectly said. I mean, especially there's 3 different portions to a football team: offense.
What's going on, Bulldogs? My name is Jack Rivetti. I play middle linebacker. I've been playing football almost all my life. The goal for this season is go undefeated. Shout out to all the players and the coaches who have helped me get this far. Roll Dogs.
We'll get to Jack in a second, who was not wearing the mitten in the interview. It was
that first
seconds
game.
before disaster, one of those type of posts.
Yeah, and
but going back to what you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, the 3 different offense, defense, special teams, and special teams is forgot about and kind of looked over. But special teams can win you games, and
I mean, you look at it with the Bears, Cody Parkey. Like everyone, like if you miss a kick, everyone's gonna point at that. But there's so much more to that aspect, or like a big return if you get set up inside opposing field position.
Yeah,
that gets you set up. That's almost 3 points.
It's an ultimate team sport, and everyone has to do their job. And unfortunately, special teams is looked over, which it's a big part of the game.
But yeah, no, going back to Jack Rivetti, I wanted to talk about him a little bit. He's one of the few juniors on that defense, and I'd say he's probably the second or third best player on that defense. He just brings a lot to the table in that linebacker position, as Drew Switek already has an interception this game and a big return, trying to make more happen.
Yeah, a solid return there. I mean, any like gain of yards on punts is good. Because punt returning is one of the hardest things to do in football, and if you just gain yards from it, that's the best you can do as a player there.
And not a lot of those will go to the house.
It's very rare.
Well, even rarer is the onside kick for the touchdown. You see that last Saturday, Appalachian State, North Carolina?
Insane. I mean, my jaw dropped when I saw it.
There's a lot of good college football last week, and I'm excited. I'm heading up to Notre Dame tomorrow to watch a good college football game. Look at their studio and facilities. I'm really excited.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Valencia, keep fighting. Gain of about 9 there.
I mean, you could just see his legs churning there. I mean, he's getting. You have to get multiple defenders to tackle Valencia. You can't just have a one-on-one guy, because he'll run through you.
What Valencia's done a really good job of tonight, especially. It's taken more than one guy to bring him down, like you said, almost every time. And sometimes he's just getting an open field, breaks tackle on the screen, and he's gaining an extra 5-6 yards before that extra help comes in.
Yeah. And I feel like we haven't said his name a lot this half, and he was a big...
it's weird because they've had a bigger lead, and they've been throwing the ball more. As Diego trying to make another move. Made Yager miss, but...
Yeah, Gutierrez obviously...
Got the first down.
Yeah, and that was a very smart play by him. There was no one open downfield. And I feel like last year he would try to force that ball.
No. Last year he either try and force that ball or he just make a misread.
Yeah.
This year, he's shown that he's less afraid to run the ball this year.
He's grown a lot as a quarterback.
And I mean, he's grown a lot physically too. A lot of these guys in this Bulldog team. I mean, Diego, I mean, he gained 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Ryan gained 20 pounds of muscle just in the offseason. Just
a lot of weightlifting for these dogs here, and I think Styler's done a great job with organization.
Yeah, no, a lot of guys once Styler got hired, he really is a player's coach. He's a younger guy, and a lot of the guys, I mean, they liked Curtin, and then Styler comes in. He's a younger coach, and they really just bought into his. They bought into his offensive scheme because I feel like a lot of these guys didn't realize that they needed to run the ball more because they were passing the ball too much and they were becoming a little predictable. And just I liked the deep ball last year, but I mean this just opens up their offense so much more.
It just makes it so much easier to have a sustainable drive. I mean, when you running the ball opens up the pass game, and if you could run the ball successfully, then your offense.
And bringing in a coaching staff who is very, very smart, with Vojak and Styler knowing what they have to do offensively and how important spreading the ball really is. I mean, it's done wonders for this Bulldogs offense. Who last year they're getting shut out in games or other than weak opponents, they weren't really doing much offensively. And every game they're just putting up 28, 35. They're just so much better offensively, and it really does show.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of audibles called. I see a lot of play changes here.
Yeah, but this has been a great game for the Bulldog defense. By far their best of the year.
Oh, yeah.
And they've done an amazing job of taking away the running game, which has been a problem for them all year.
Yeah. Another screen play.
Oh, bobbling around. Trying to focus on catching the ball before Luke Smithing could just run with it.
Yeah, I mean.
Had some trouble with that.
It was just bouncing around in his hands.
Yeah. I mean, going back to the play earlier, Toma Tucker almost just made a nice, over-the-shoulder grab.
Yeah.
Tough play. And
that was great thrown ball, too, to put the ball in a spot only your receiver can get. And
I'm wondering if Chris Brown gets another chance to make up for the missed
drop
touchdown
earlier.
As it's Nate Padilla in the backfield now, no longer either Salem or Valencia. Padilla gets the carry. Padilla still on his feet, down at the 6-yard line. That's his first carry of the day, and it'd be cool to see Nate get a touchdown on senior night.
I mean, I'm glad to see more seniors who don't like. I mean, Nate plays a good. He's a great part of this team, and it's good to see him in the backfield because I haven't seen him in the backfield since sophomore year.
They'll work him in a few carries every game, but he hasn't really had too much of a chance to make plays.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see him out there on senior night. And I'm presuming with him being the only senior running back left since Novak's done, that he's going to be getting the carries the rest
reason to
of
put
the way.
Novak back on the field. I mean, he's on the sideline with the team.
Yeah, he's on the sideline. He's walking around. He's having fun. He's taking pictures. I mean,
and then we're
I mean, I've been keeping my eye on him, just trying to see like how he's looking health-wise. I mean, he really looks. I mean, he's smiling. He's feeling good. But I mean,
because they're gonna need him. They're gonna.
What's up? I'm Jackson Ramos. I play left guard. I'm a junior. I've been on varsity for 3 years. My goal for this season is to bring the state championship back where it belongs. And fun fact about me is I love pancakes. Bulldog country, let's ride.
I mean, he's hilarious, and I'm excited to see him run the 6-man for the basketball team this year.
Yeah, he's one of the first, if not the first, juniors to do it. I mean, he has a ton of school spirit. He loves his school. He represents it with pride, and great student. Even funnier person to be. Like, he's such a great personality to be around, and it's really hard to understand unless you meet Jax, but because he's obviously 6'3", 200, almost 300 pounds.
Dude. He's a big dude.
He's a big dude, so he's definitely intimidating.
Yeah.
But like once you get to know Jax, you really get to see how true of a character he is.
He's like one of the funniest people.
Oh, I've known Jax since maybe the 3rd grade. He's hilarious. He's always been that way. Lot to love.
Do you think Padilla gets a good amount of carries here inside?
Yeah, I was just saying that
10?
earlier. I think with him being the only senior left, I think he gets the majority of the carries here. Oh, Diego looking to throw, makes the throw. That was for number 14, Armando Stiegel. He could not come up with that one, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, it was thrown a little behind him. That's a tough throw to make, but
Jackson Ramos.
I feel like Gutierrez was trying to do too much there, but what were you saying about
I was
Jax?
saying they should hand it to Jax Ramos.
Oh, let the fridge go.
A little fridge parry on 4th and 4. Got 3 guys on the near side of the field. Chris Brown, only guy on the far side. You got Smithing, Stiegel, and it looks like Salem on the near side. He's looking that near side. Gonna scramble, try and do it himself. Met by a swarm of defenders. Oh, and he's still getting pushed by that offensive line. He might have this 1st down. I think he's a yard short, but
it's gonna be close.
He was being pushed, and the offensive line made it interesting.
Yeah, play till the whistle is blown, and that's a perfect example of that. And I'm curious to see where they mark it.
Yeah, it looks like defense is coming out here. They're gonna give Chicago Christian the ball. I think he was a yard short down at the 4-yard line. Look at this run from Diego.
I mean,
he was met. He was trying to get the outside, and he was met by the defender, and he still tried making something out of it. And the offensive line really gave him a nice boost.
Yeah. And this is a tough spot to be in for Chicago Christian.
Yeah, you don't want to commit the safety where you give up 2 points in the ball. And I mean, they've had trouble passing the ball, and this is maybe a run situation. But I mean, down 28 points. If you have any chance in this game, you just gotta somehow just throw the ball.
Yeah.
And the way they've been going, they gotta just hope that their quarterback turns into like Tom Brady. And that will not do it, as he's met in the backfield. Gain of nothing. May have lost yards, if anything.
And Gio Gonzalez again on that.
Yeah, he's made a bunch of tackles. And I feel like we've been saying his name a lot, just making a huge impact.
Yeah, as you can see here, just great tackle there from Gio.
He does that a lot.
I mean, solo tackle, too. That's
not easy for a guy his size.
Yeah. And that was no gain on the play. Just over 11 minutes left in the 4th quarter here. RB is up 28-0.
Rolling out, throwing, and it's all. What do you know? Marcus Turner with the dropped interception. Did not see that one coming.
It was right to Turner. Turner played it perfectly. Was in the best spot to be in as a DB there. And just dropped it. He could have taken that to the house,
he could have taken that all the way. He had that scoop and score last year. He's really good at forcing fumbles. He had 2 forced fumbles last week, 2 recoveries last week. He was flying all over the field on defense, so you know he has a habit of getting to the ball. But he also has the habit of dropping passes. We've known that since about freshman year, and it has not gone away.
Nope.
I don't think Marcus is going to be too happy with me mentioning this, but I think everybody knows it's the truth.
He's going to look back at it, and, I mean, he knows it himself.
He's going to look at it and be not too happy with himself, but knowing it's a 28-0 game, he's not going to kick himself too much.
No, not at all.
Happy with the team win.
It was still great coverage there. It's just no execution on the interception.
Hey, what's going on, RB? My name is Joe Madonna. I play right tackle, and I've been playing football for 13 years. My goals for the season are to make it to state and get as many pancakes as possible. Roll Dogs!
From the break, Joe Madonna, one of those 3 senior offensive linemen we've talked about. He is a big force. And
he's an athlete, too.
He's an athlete.
A great wrestler.
Yeah, we were talking about Joe Madonna Devontae Gibbs being one of the really talented wrestlers that could go Division I. This is another guy. Devontae and Joe were doing wrestling camps together at U of I this summer.
Wow.
So they definitely have a lot of talent. They're very strong and very competitive and have that mean, I'm going to beat you mentality.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add this in somehow. You know Joe Madonna can do a backflip.
Yeah, I actually saw that last year. He was in my gym class, and he would just be doing backflips just every day. And I'm like, dude, you're an offensive lineman. What are we doing? As pressure is brought from Gio Gonzalez and misses the tackle for the safety. Quarterback still on his feet. Big hits brought from the Bulldog defense before finally being brought down for a loss of 2. Huzanga just couldn't find anything there.
I mean, he's lucky to even get out of the end zone there.
Yeah, Gio Gonzalez, was a rare miss from him, but a good job of breaking the pressure.
Drew Switek is limping off the field right now.
Yeah, I saw him he was kind of hobbling on his ankle a little bit earlier, but now it really seems to appear to be an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't
really and late in the game like this, you do not want to see that. You don't want to see this ever.
Yeah, but this close in the game where you feel like this is now the bench is starting to come in because we saw David Valencia warming up at QB. I don't know if you saw they were looking down at the sideline, but Valencia was throwing a little bit.
So obviously Valencia can toss the rock, so he's probably their backup quarterback.
Yeah, I would say they don't have the sophomore starting this year.
Yeah.
Or at the backup position this year. That's
short punt.
Short punt. Petrucci back deep to return. He's just going to let it roll.
Yeah, smart play
Keep
there.
Keep rolling down at the 47-yard line. A little premature whistle from the official there before the ball was actually landed.
Yeah, that was a smart play by Petrucci, just letting the ball roll. I mean, there's no reason to risk a try to return there. And it was a very short kick, so it's hard to return.
I'm loving the ball boy in the jeans. That's quite the look to the football field. Let him suit up. Come on.
Diego is still in the backfield.
Yeah, I assume if they cut it to 35, they're just going to let David get the rock and then just...
It'd be a running clock then when they're at 35
it would be.
too, so...
Maybe a little wildcat from Valencia once he checks in.
Possibly.
As there's a handoff to Padilla.
Solid run there, getting about 4 yards. And that leads to a second down for the Bulldogs.
I'm really rooting for a Padilla touchdown right here. This is a great opportunity for it to happen, and love to just see him get in the end zone.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of those starting linemen on the sideline now. Getting a lot of younger guys these reps.
Our guy Frank the Tank is out there. Big number 74, making a big impact.
Little bobble snap there, and Padilla's really got nowhere to
couldn't
go.
get much there. Blocks were just pretty much swallowed up from the beginning, and he had nowhere to go. Time still slowly continuing to tick away. Got about 9 minutes left here.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I didn't think the pink and bow tie was gonna work, but you made it work. It looks pretty good.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I mean, I was like, Why not? Roll
I
out
mean,
with the
first
bow
broadcast of the year, just bringing out something nice, and then homecoming next year or next week, we'll see what we cook up.
tie? Yeah. Padilla still in the backfield with Gutierrez.
Yeah, assuming he's getting the carries the rest of the way. Timeout called by Styler. Play clock was running low, so they just had to call the timeout.
Good heads-up timeout there from Styler, but, I mean, it is third down, so it would be rough to go back 5, have a third and longer, but I say they just run the ball here. Try not to do too much, even though it's third and long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're up 28-0 right now. Like you said, if they go up 35, I say we see
Yeah, you really start to
almost
see the
every
rest of the
single
bench empty.
bench player get in there. But like these starters on the sideline keep moving around. Obviously they want to get back out there, but no reason for them to do so.
Yeah. I mean, you're looking at all the guys, the entire offensive line.
My name is Manny Garcia. I play offensive guard for Riverside Brookfield here. Fun fact, I can do the worm. I went to Lincoln Middle School in Berwyn. And my favorite moment from RB will probably be when we got the 49-yard field goal to beat Morden.
Pass is deflected and goes out of bounds.
Intended for Stegall. Penalty flags on the field.
Good play there by Flutman. Got
Yeah,
a
we
fingertip
mentioned
on
this
that ball.
being Styler's first home win for Coach Styler.
Great
more
way
than
to
likely.
start. Great way to start your home opener. I mean, also possibly a shutout, and you can't get much better than that. And then having
Offense looked
homecoming
great.
next
I mean,
week.
Nice debut here at RB for Coach Styler.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's been here before, obviously, because he was the head coach for the freshman and sophomore. But
Yeah, and he's done a lot of work with the varsity team, so he's very familiar with the players and great players coach. Team, like I said earlier, really rallied around him, and it's a good sign to see Drew Swiatek back out there.
Yeah.
As more guys are hustling out
Yeah,
there.
big problem on special teams. Miscommunication, possibly, and Beeler Braddock is
Oh,
back there to punt.
jeez. Another timeout? Oh, my. We cannot be doing this on special teams.
Yeah, I mean,
That's,
Styler looks very furious at his
not
players right
happy.
now.
A
But
lot of
you
miscommunication going on right
You
there.
can't be getting guys out there that late.
They were getting Shaw Christian. They were getting out there too. John Toby. I mean, I didn't see him get back down to return until after Drew Swiatek came on the field.
What's up, RB? My name is Marcus Turner. I play wide receiver and linebacker. I've been playing football for 7 years, and my favorite moment from RB football is against Westmont, 89 yards, jet sweep for a touchdown. And our goal for the season, win state, roll Dogs.
Basketball, football combo on this team. You have some other two-sport athletes, but the two sports we announced, basketball, football, that's the only guy we do both for.
Yeah.
He's a very talented hooper, very good defender, and like we said, he likes to force turnovers on the defensive end of the ball, but there's a reason he plays defense.
Yeah. I mean, you saw with those hands on that one interception that he dropped, but he'll get back another one by the end of the year for sure.
Yes, you got senior defensive lineman Bradley Ruska in the game, who is currently a nominee for Homecoming King.
Which I don't even think he wanted to be.
No, I don't even think he nominated himself to be on Homecoming Court. He was just nominated by his fellow peers.
He's a
proves
fan
how likable
favorite.
of a guy Brad is.
He's a fan favorite for sure.
I mean, the dude flies planes, dude.
Yeah.
What else do you want from a guy?
And I'm telling you, I was at his lake house this summer, and on the jet ski, he was going crazy. It was hilarious.
As the handoff is given to Gobble. Got a nice little burst there, gain of 5.
Brought down by Espino.
Just
James
about
Espino there with the tackle.
15-yard line.
the junior here, and I haven't seen him in yet, and it's good to see him impact right when he gets in.
Yeah, no, he comes in there. He hasn't played too much this year, but he wants to make an impact, and he's also likely going to be taking the kicking spot once Iggy is graduated this year.
Yeah.
Very strong leg, and it's going to be interesting to see how he does next year as the kicker. But for now, just out there, linebacker, trying to get reps in, and most importantly, just improve his craft.
Yeah. Good defense there from Bulldogs.
No gain on the play.
They're playing really good up front this whole game. I mean, the D-line has been a big factor of why the run game has been mediocre at best.
That's a huge factor because they've really struggled against the run the last few weeks. So the defense on the front end really tightening up was something huge to see.
Yeah.
And really the play that I feel like turned it all around was Jax Ramos coming in there on that big third down near the goal line, and he makes a big tackle.
And then Madonna then
followed
does
up
the
with the
same
big
thing,
tackle
yeah.
on that high snap. Two guys that are usually on your offensive line just having to make plays when you need them to. As that throw is caught by Ryan Hurd. Gets the first down, was trying to do a little more with it, but gets up to the 25 for a gain of 10.
Good throw there. Confident throw. Padilla was there, made the smart play of breaking down and not trying to go up and get the pick, because a pump fake.
I mean, when you're up 28, there's no reason to try and risk and try and make a big play, and it goes the other way. Settle down, make the tackle, and that's a great heads-up football play there by Nate Padilla.
Yeah. Yeah, but most of these tackles I've seen on the Bulldogs defense has been multiple guys, and that's great to see. I mean,
yeah, they just communicate well on defense, and they're great as a team as well. As Bradley Ruska gets in there, makes the tackle. How about that, Brad Ruska? Big bad Brad. Is that good enough for your nomination for Homecoming King?
like I said, I just think it's hilarious that he got voted. He might not even go to homecoming. But after getting nominated, for
you have to. You have to be there for that. It's gonna be a fun contest next week. Aurora Christian comes to town. RB has won the last 2 meetings against Aurora Christian. However, they've always been a solid team, and they've made it a tough contest for the Bulldogs each of the last few meetings.
Nice catch there from John Toby, but not much to work with on that screen play. And that brings a second down.
Nate Padilla was there for the tackle. Once again, just standing down, holding his ground, being able to make the tackle.
Yeah. Now 3rd and short here. This clock is still ticking. Maybe Aurora or Chicago Christian, excuse me, can make a big drive out of this at the end of the game.
And just not walk away with a big goose egg.
Yeah.
It's always something you want to get off the board.
For sure. I mean,
as new quarterbacks in the game, that is the third quarterback we've seen today. That's number 6, Christian Flutman.
And I think that's enough for a first down.
Yeah, it looked like he definitely had more than enough for it.
56 on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Brad Ruska, another stop there. That's his 2nd tackle of the game. He's really starting to make an impact here towards the winding moments of this game.
Ball is placed at the 36.
Oh, that was not even Brad on the tackle.
That was more.
That was number 54, Caleb McCautry, one of the few sophomores on this roster this year. His brother, Jovan McCautry, we covered last year. Tremendous point guard for that Bulldogs offense last year. That amazing basketball team that made it 2 sectionals before facing a really tough Whitney Young team that ended up losing in the state final.
But he had a fantastic game in that. He had, I think,
fantastic year, especially against OPRF in that regional championship. He amazed us so many times.
It's good to see his brother out.
Yeah, Caleb, a good athlete as well, and another one of those wrestlers. He was on that freshman wrestling team last year that was very, very successful. They won a lot of tournaments last year, and they've really bolstered up the future for RB wrestling, and McCautry's a huge factor.
Yeah. Just over 4 minutes left in this football game. Riverside Brookfield continues to stay up 28-0. But like we said, maybe Chicago Christian can make something happen here at the tail end of the game.
They got 3 wide, 1 in the backfield. And there's a penalty marker on the field with 4 minutes and 9 seconds left. And the only question is, what is it? And it's a delay a game, excuse me, against Chicago Christian.
Another just
Ball is spotted at the 31.
I feel like Chicago Christians, like you said, reps at certain positions have been.
Well, their quarterback right now is listed as a wide receiver quarterback, and he just threw a dime. Oh my goodness! Adam Strusma on the catch, going all the way, removing the donut and making it 28-7 with 4 minutes left.
Wow, that was a perfect throw. Can't do much better than that.
Crowd letting them hear it. That was a beautiful throw from the third string Christian Flutman. They're just saying how he's a wide receiver quarterback. Maybe let him get more reps at quarterback. That was a nice throw from the sophomore.
It was right on cue. I mean, as you can see here, drops back, put it
just
right
beat everybody.
on the money.
Beat Demetrius Talley in coverage, and there was no one else to beat him.
Wow, that was
a nice throw. So finally we get to get a look at their kicker here. That's Adam Strusma, attempting his first extra point of the night with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left. 28-7 your current score, or 28-6, excuse me, your current score. Looking to make it 28-7. Kick is up and good, making the score 28-7. Riverside Brookfield still in the lead.
Now I'm curious why they didn't kick that field goal before the end of the half, because that looked pretty easy from Strusma there. So don't know why.
I mean, you could also ask the question, why is Flutman not been in the game all day when he's throwing like that? But, I mean, when you're looking at it, it's against the backup, so take it with a grain of salt. But, I mean, it's a 21-point game. By no means is it over.
No.
We've seen.
I mean,
if you watched Appalachian State versus North Carolina or just any college football last week, you know that the game is not over.
Any football game in general. I mean,
there's still time in football, and crazy things happen.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming they're going to start it off here with an onside kick. And
they have to. I mean, you
got to try and spark the rally somehow.
You got to try to get the ball back. And this is the second time Chicago Christian's even kicked off, so.
Yeah, so.
And they're playing the smart way.
Yeah, obviously smart. They're playing
onside return.
They're ready for the onside kick here from Strusma. Now, Bulldogs, they're 1 for 1 in their onside kicks. They recovered one against Morton, recovered by Giovanni Gonzalez. It was a nice surprise kick from Iggy Bielubradek while they were up 14 and made a big play. That's a surprise as well. They just booted to the back of the end zone. But he'll return it from the 3-yard line. He has to take it out from there. There he goes. Salem still on his feet. Down at the 24. He's taken one back before, and you know he thought about having another there. He was close.
Yeah, that one guy, I think if he beats him, he's gone because he's got afterburners, and his acceleration is crazy.
Yeah,
he's also not a very big guy, but
he's not very big, but he has insane acceleration, ton of speed. And that was a good kick too. Just bombed it over his head. I thought it was maybe gonna take a friendly bounce in the end zone for a touchback, but no, it took a Chicago Christian bounce, broke a tackle. That was a nice recovery tackle there.
That was
by Austin Huzango, who's just got removed from the game out of quarterback position and makes a play on the kickoff.
It's crazy to think that a lot of these guys play both sides, especially at quarterback. I feel like I haven't seen that in a while. Is
David
that
Valencia, yeah,
too?
it is Valencia in the backfield. I came out there. I was looking for Diego to see whether or not Valencia was coming out there to run or to pass, but he's out there.
My name is Mohamed Salem. I play slot receiver. I've been playing football for 3 years, and my goal is to win state. And a fun fact is I can do a backflip.
It took till 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter to air that one.
That one
Mohamed
is
Salem, very talented, like we said, very fast, and he can do a backflip. He just says, he just tells me on the side, he's like, yeah, I can do a backflip. I'm like, all right, do it. And he just was like, okay. And that was not what I was expecting with like the 2 foot of room he had to make the backflip. But very impressive from Salem as Padilla gets the carry there, gain of about a yard.
Handoff to number 25, Nathaniel Padilla.
Wow.
No timeouts left for either side, so you're figuring they're just gonna run it out
for sure. Just run the ball, let this clock run. They're probably gonna have to punt this drive, but they're just trying to get out of here. And
both teams are trying to get out of here, no injuries, and the Bulldogs, they're looking to get out here, be 2-1 on senior night, and prepare for a big homecoming week game against a very talented Aurora Christian team that will really be a competitive football game.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, Aurora Christian, I mean, they're meeting, a little bit of a late hit there. Chris Brown absorbs the hit, gets out of bounds. But like I was saying, Aurora Christian, a couple years ago, they gave RB a really good game, and RB actually clinched a playoff spot on their home field at Aurora Christian, winning a big game that was back and forth the entire way.
Yeah, that was a fantastic game, and we're broadcasting that as well, considering no rain or anything like that. But that will be a doozy for sure.
Oh no, Brown loses it this time. I don't think he was able to get on it.
I think it's going to be Chicago Christian ball.
And oh no, this is how it happens. Oh, the Bulldogs did get it back. Brown,
get back on it.
But he's hurt. He's a little shaken up, but great effort from him to make that play, because now the Bulldogs can punt it, push him back, because that is a total shift in field position.
Yeah.
2:45 left. That could turn this into a scary close ball game.
Yeah, I'm surprised he fumbled that. It looked like he caught it clean, but ball just popped out. Probably didn't have proper mechanics.
No,
there.
he did. It looked like from the start he really didn't get a good grip on that ball, and it was just bobbling through his hands.
out.
As he booted one earlier. Ooh, that was not one of his best. Absolutely shanks that one for a punt of 7 yards.
Right off the side of the foot. I was expecting to see a boomer, and then.
Yeah, I saw you looking downfield, like, where'd it go? Sees it bouncing at the 35-yard line.
It happens to the best.
It does happen to the best of us. And I know he's not happy about it, and it's probably going to be his last kick, so he's going to have to think about it for a while.
And
but
also, this is a big opportunity for Chicago Christian to put more points on the board. And
yeah, despite the fact Brown fumbled and they didn't recover it, they still get the ball in good field position.
And obviously, same quarterback out there as last time, being Flutman.
As I feel like I can say this now. I assume she's not watching, but after this game, Jackson Ramos is asking out his girlfriend to homecoming. So I'm very excited to see that after the game. Love is in the air here tonight at Riverside Brookfield High School.
Yes, sir.
Jackson, big game tonight. A lot of great blocks. Again, something that really doesn't show up on the stat sheet much, but that offensive line playing such a phenomenal game, opening up holes all night, making it really easy for the Bulldogs.
And a lot of the same starters as last year from the O-line too. The only one being CJ Zaneski, who was a senior last year.
Yeah, and he was really in there because Philly Vazana got hurt at the beginning of the year.
True.
But CJ did a great job of stepping into that role and was a big force on that offensive line last year.
Yeah, and
currently at Southern Utah right now for college.
Yeah, and we haven't talked about Philly today. Left side being a tackle, that's one of the hardest positions on the field.
Yeah, and he's just coming off another. Adam was coming off that ACL injury we were talking about earlier, but so is Vazana. He tore his ACL week 1 last year against Morton. So I know he was tuning into our broadcast while he was hurt and watching the guys play. So it's great seeing him back out there and doing his thing.
Because he is such a great blocker, especially pass blocker. He is one of the best pass blockers on the line, in my opinion.
As you hear Dr. Freitas getting this Bulldog crowd into it. Screen pass, stop. Chris Brown, big tackle.
Making up for that almost fumble, or was a fumble, but almost fumble recovery by Chicago Christian there with a great play.
They give him the first down there with 44 seconds left. Inside the 25-yard line, and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when this game ends for the Bulldogs.
I think max 2 more plays from Chicago Christian here. Unless a lot of passes just drop.
Yeah, here's a throw. That is caught by, that's number 10, Austin Uzenga, the former quarterback. I think he gets enough for the first down, but the clock isn't stopping, so.
That will,
Now they do stop it with 11.7 seconds left.
A confusion there with play calling, though.
As there's Juan Hernandez on the sideline. You can see him getting ready to celebrate with his teammates.
This will be
a lot
the
of the
last
guys
play
are
of the game.
Maybe 2 seconds, 1 second, going for the buzzer beater. He drops it. John Toby had everyone beat and just drops the football.
Wow.
That's a sad way to end the game, and that's going to leave a sour taste in your mouth for the long bus ride home to Payless.
The defender fell and just wide open in the zone, hit him right in the chest, just slips right through, and that's a horrible way to end it off.
Great, fun first game. Jake, happy senior night to you. Hope it was a fun game to broadcast.
Yeah, you as well. Good to be back in here.
Yeah, great to be back at following the Crystal Pillar win last year, and we're hoping to follow it back up again this year. And awesome game to start us off with, and we hope you join us next week for what should be a very, very thrilling homecoming contest against Aurora Christian. For Jake O'Brien, this is Sam Egan. We thank you for tuning in to the RBTV Game of the Week. Once again, next telecast will be next Friday against Aurora Christian, and we hope you tune in. Final score, Bulldogs 28, Chicago Christian 7. Have a good night, everybody.